Hello everyone and welcome to the highlight video for game number 2 of the Super Entire Nation Tournament, where we had a rematch with the Nutty Bananas. After winning the first game fairly convincingly, we were very curious to see if we could follow that up with another strong performance. And if we jump right into the action, in the top of the first, Kenny starts off with a hook, and Dominique Lowe gets a nice line drive base hit to left center field. So Frances Bluer comes up next, and she is going to hit a ground ball, and Kenny pounces on it, but throws it over Pablo Sanchez's head. And then the Bananas go crazy, running for their lives, and we are able to get Dominique Lowe out at second base. So we managed to make the best of that play. The next batter is Chico Papas, who was very impressive in Game 1. He lines a single just past Vicky Kawaguchi, but once again, the Bananas going crazy, trying to run. Pablo unable to field the throw from Ernie Steele, and the Bananas get away with it. So Kenny Kawaguchi had to use a lot of energy, but he manages to get out of the inning with a corkscrew pitch, and we survive the early threat. Ahmed Khan comes up with Pete Wheeler on second base in the bottom of the first, and he gets a beautiful line drive into the gap, and it just goes over the fence for a ground rule double that puts us on the board 1-0. And a couple batters later, with two on, Keisha Phillips unloads an inside-out swing to right center field for a 3-run home run, and this was just huge for the team confidence. After a very weird top of the first, the batters get their opportunity and take advantage by immediately jumping us out to a 4-0 lead. As we move to the top of the third, Kenny just did not have the energy, so we brought in Ernie Steele to pitch, and he starts off by facing Dominique Lowe, and he gets another single, but takes off once again, testing the arm of Keisha Phillips after she has already thrown the ball. A dangerous game that does not pan out for Dominique Lowe. And in the bottom of the inning, Annie Frazier is going to hit a perfect line drive right between the first baseman and the right fielder. But Keisha Phillips got a little confused, thinking it might be caught, and then looked to score, but stumbled twice. She was safe at third, but we were unable to take advantage. So it remains 4-0 in the top of the fourth when Chico Papas drops down a perfect bunt and Annie just can't get the throw off in time. We managed to get to 2 outs, but it's a line drive to left center field with Chico Papas on second. The ball hits the ground, and it's a ground rule double that gets the Bananas on the board. It's 4-1. The next batter is Stan Olafson, and he unloads on a hook pitch that just goes right over the middle of the plate, and he hits this out for a 2-run home run, and all of a sudden, the lead is merely 4-3. Once again, the Bananas making a push for a comeback. Pete Wheeler tried to make things happen in the bottom of the inning. The pitch probably should have been caught by the center fielder, but Pete Wheeler is able to take advantage. However, something was wrong with Pete Wheeler's leg in this game, just wasn't running as fast, and he gets thrown out after he tried to go to third. And then Frances Bluer comes up in the top of the fifth. Ernie Steele with a nice bounce-back inning and a nice catch by Keisha Phillips there. Ahmed Khan, leading off in the bottom of the fifth, lines a beautiful double to left center, his second of the game. This one he had to run for, but he gets the job done. And 2 batters later, it is Keisha Phillips again, hitting the heat pitch deep to left center field, just to the left of the scoreboard for her second home run of the game. And she has just been absolutely on the money for the entirety of the playoffs, but particularly in this game, getting 2 home runs, pushing the lead back out to 6-3. And the batter after her, Annie Frazier, manages to hit the elevator pitch to center field, gets it past the center fielder, and she is off to the races, looking for the triple, and is able to get it easily. And that triple was key because it allowed Amir Khan to drop a crazy bunt. A crazy bunt. First crazy bunt of the season for the Wombats, but this bunt was absolutely insane as it gets to the fence and just calmly rolls up the fence out of the bleachers. An inexplicable bit of science there, and Amir Khan is able to get the home run. Nobody stopped play or anything. Just a little Houdini trick there, and Ernie Steele gets to drop a crazy bunt of his own. This one going out to right field. This one unable to pull off the magic trick, gliding up the fence and off into the sunset. But Ernie Steele is still able to just barely leg out a double. You could see how exhausted he was. But 2 batters later, Kenny Kawaguchi makes sure that Ernie will not have to run very hard to score as he hits the ground rule double, and that puts us up 9-3. We brought in Vicky Kawaguchi because Ernie just didn't have the energy anymore. She started off very strong by getting out Chico Papas, and in the bottom of the 6th, Pablo Sanchez backed her up with a beautiful line drive just to the left of the center field scoreboard for the home run. Pablo doing what is needed to ensure that Vicky was as comfortable as possible on the mound and that the team felt confident in the later innings of this game as we go up 10-3. And in the bottom of the 7th, after an uneventful top of the 7th, Kenny Kawaguchi, having got most of his energy back, launches a beautiful hit to right field past everybody because they're playing in, is able to leg it out to third, but the ball gets past the second baseman, so Kenny Kawaguchi gets the inside the park home run, putting us up 11-3. Vicky continues her strong pitching as this ball is lined to Pablo Sanchez, who is unable to make the catch and then is able to field it and get the throw at first. We go to the top of the 9th. A strikeout to start the inning, the first for Vicky in this game. Sonia Hagen comes up next, and Vicky drops the elevator ball in, and it's a line drive caught by Ernie Steele. And finally, we finish the game off with a pitch that is lined to left field, and Kenny is not entirely able to field it, but once again, they start running as the ball is being thrown in. We get the out, and we get the win, 11-3 for the Wombats. We win the game and the series, advancing to the Ultra Grand Championship of the Universe, and we are looking forward to the challenge.